everyone to Monster Hunter Rise. It's been a while since we last played because life. Things get in the way, alright?
Yeah.
I'm not blaming any of you. You're all beautiful. If you actually decide to watch this video.
We just blame the dogs outside for barking.
Yeah. Sorry about that if that ever gets too loud. Yeah, I know the recent episode, there's going to be an awkward cut in one of the episodes of Fire Emblem. This'll probably... Yeah, this is going to come up way before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but last time we fought God knows what. I think it was Magnum Malo, and we watched the credits, which went on for a while.
Yeah.
This time, I promised I'd fight the King of the Skies. It's been a while since I played Monster Hunter. I've kind of just been slipping everything.
Don't forget to eat.
Alright. But before we eat, let's thank our sponsor, me! Yes.
Never.
What? You don't want to thank me? Alright.
We'll thank the cats for making the dongo. Even though...
And a quick thanks to our sponsor, Dongo. That's right. Yomogi herself is sponsoring this episode. Monster Hunter Rise, sponsored by Yomogi.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the mochi ice cream I've been eating?
I think you did.
Yeah. My whole family dislikes it, or hates it, but I actually like it. It's like a little... Have we really not fought a Rathalos?
Not an offline.
Got it. I'm not scared of you. I'm not. But yeah, like I was saying, it's like an ice cream treat. So there's little chocolate ice cream outside of kind of a chocolate flavored mochi coating. It's got a little flour in it. I think it's covered in flour just so it doesn't stick. My only problem with it is the ice cream is so fucking cold. So once you start chewing through the mochi, then you're left with this rigid ball of ice cream. Otherwise, it's delicious. Yeah, I like it. It's tasty. This video isn't sponsored by Mochi, but yeah, shout out to Mochi just for existing.
Yeah.
Would you like to give a shout out to any food products?
Nah.
Alright. Alright, good talk. And I can't pass there.
That's a wall.
Yeah. What am I doing? Let's go, dog.
So what are the volcano...
Oh,
looking things
those
on the
are
map?
actual area. They're environmental traps.
Okay.
Yeah. They pretty much don't exist in this game, but yes. If you ram a monster into that, it will actually go off.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty nice. It's the only freaking time that it does that, you know. Alright, so we got a Great Rogue and a Magnum Malo. I'm not particularly worried.
Yeah.
Of course, it's been a week since I played. I will beat you unconscious, I swear. Nope. Come at me, bro. Okay, I didn't mean that I tried to pull out my shield, but realizing that my weapon is away doesn't work. Jackass breathing fire, so I can't come in and attack him already. Oh yeah, Phantasy Star New Genesis dropped. It's the new, combat and stuff, really good, actually.
Okay.
The movement, it feels like a frickin' hack and slash. So yeah, the kind of movement you get out of Nier Automata or Devil May Cry or
Okay.
Metal Gear Rising. Yeah, it feels like that. It's real good.
And you can just slam him into Magnamalo,
Yes, I can.
I think.
Yes. I gotta wait until...
Oh, I didn't see him behind Rathalos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I thought Magnamalo left.
Yeah, no, that's actually why, yeah. But yeah, the new movement in New Genesis is great. A+ to the Phantasy Star Online 2 team for putting together New Genesis. It's really good. The graphics look amazing. Again, we're not sponsored by anything. We're not that cool, but seriously, I recommend Phantasy Star Online 2. It's a fun game.
Wrathwing Talon. Okay.
I'm just sad that I'm gonna have to wait until like next year for the Summoner class. I mean, it was really like playing a Pokemon trainer. A Pokemon trainer with Conductor's Wand. It was great. But my hope is that since, you know, some of the classes, I'm pretty sure got some overhauls and stuff, my hope is that the Summoner class can work kind of as your pet just kind of fights alongside you. Not as it is your weapon.
Ah, yeah, that'd be
kind of nice. Like, if I could just have the pet out and just, like, pull out some fists or something and start punching the monster alongside my pet, just fighting it. That'd be kind of cool, I think. Like, I couldn't activate any of the abilities, but it would still just be there.
Yeah.
Like, the abilities I'm fine with being left onto the weapon, but if it could just be there for just some tiny amount of extra damage, it'd be kind of cool. If not, that's fine. I still like how the Summoner class plays. It's incredibly broken. Oh, it has it has a pretty decent learning curve, but it's got one of the biggest margin for errors of any class in that game. Well, because the pet acts as a separate entity, and it has a means of healing from afar, and you only take damage if they target you and not the pet. And you can have 6 pets, so it's literally Pokemon, and you can just swap through them, and they'll heal while they're not active. You can see where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially, if you're good enough, you'll never take damage. Or if sometimes the missions are hard enough that they'll straight up murder your pets in like 2 hits, then you're fucked. But yeah. Otherwise, the pets have a whole entire like grid system for upgrading them. It's actually kind of in depth and stuff. It's actually fun. But yeah, like at first I was like, I'll leave this for later, and then I found that guide, the very in depth guide. Very in depth. I love it. It's not hard to find it. Like you literally just look up Phantasy Star Online 2 Summoner Guide. Like it'll be one of the first ones you find.
Okay.
But yeah, it was like, alright, here's the recommended weapons, here's the recommended armor, here's a good setup for each pet, here's what each pet is best at.
And then you just and it's almost just go from there.
Yeah, it even gave combos for each pet, and it's like, wow. And they even have, like, alright, so for the weapons that haven't been released for, the US, like, here's, the stuff that'll eventually be coming.
And stunned.
Yeah, I know.
And on fire.
Again, I'm not paying a lot of attention. I probably should be because this is higher level shit.
It is a Rathalos, though, which you've had plenty of experience with in World.
Yeah.
So.
Though it does have some new moves. So
yeah.
That. Ow! I didn't think he was actually going to hit me from there. Come on, heal. How did I get set on fire again?
I think it
got
bit
rid
you.
of it. Okay, it's enraged, so it needs to go off. I'm kind of used to that swinging upward.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I liked the Summoner class. It was a lot of fun to play. You never really get to see it in cutscenes, though, because, well, they can't really predict what pet you'd have.
Yeah.
The story's alright. I like the story. Episode 4 is a little cringy, but that's just because it's a reverse isekai. Other than that, it's fine. Honestly, I think Episode 4 exists purely because the creators wanted to justify you going to Tokyo and Las Vegas. Oh, and they've got some hilarious frickin' monsters for that. like, one of the bosses for Vegas is this weird amalgamation of... I think it has the head of the Statue of Liberty, the body of a Sphinx, and it's got other, like, weird Vegas casino stuff. One of its abilities, it drops the Brandenburg Gate on you. It's so dumb, but I love it. Yeah, I honestly feel like Episode 4 was just their excuse to do a bunch of dumb shit. Episode 5 proceeds to be kind of an isekai, in which you go to a fantasy world. And I think that was just an excuse to add fantasy shit.
So you go to a fantasy world in Phantasy Star?
Yes.
Okay.
2 different spellings there. And Episode 6 is a cluster of here's my frickin' and original OC bad guy don't steal with how overpowered she is. Oh yeah, all of our weapons just don't work on her anymore. We have to switch to ballistic weaponry. Oh, her power is near infinite, so she pretty much regenerates from any damage we actually do to her until we seal it. I'm just waiting for her to pull another bullshit.
The next fight with her, she's just gonna pull out a Uno reverse card.
Oh, I
and just
absolutely
say no.
expect it. Oh yeah, no, it was like, oh, because she's made of, like, photons or something, we can't target or find her on radar because of her cloaking tech. But she can always find us, and it's like, nonsense. Like, yeah, I get it's flipping the script, but holy shit, is she obscene with it. She also has access to, like, multiple armies somehow. Like, oh, she's not only the only photoner, no, she's also the only Dark Falls, so, off, she can use everybody's soldiers. Well, you, I can turn into a Dark Falls too. I do like the, Dark Blasts that were at. They were, like, inspired by each of the main bad guys from the other episodes. And they're actually a lot of fun to use. You only get to use them, like, once per battle, but, yeah, they're a whole lot of fun.
Okay.
You basically just turn into a giant. Yeah, one of them's just a fist fighter, one of them kind of just shoots endless amounts of crystals, and that one's kind of overpowered. One of them's kind of like a rogue-like, think it can summon things, and the other one is absolute absurdity. There's no other way to describe what the one for Gemini is. You can get in a go-kart that shoots frickin' rockets. I feel like that's enough to describe how obscene, how completely obscene nonsense it is. I guess obscene's the wrong word. But yeah.
I didn't ask you to check, but do you have a trap on you? Just
Nice.
off the top of your... Never mind.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Just because it's been capable for a little bit.
Yeah. It does that.
I didn't think to say anything.
That's fine. Hey, don't worry about it.
Well, I didn't think about capping it until just then. So...
It's fine. Did I have a trap? I did not. Well, wouldn't have mattered then. Hey, Stinkmink. Mine.
Do those continue through different...
No.
Oh.
I will say I like what they did with Endemic Life in this, but, I mean, I miss my capture net. I also miss being able to put pets in homes. I get it, we're not on the PlayStation, we can't expect everything, but
Yeah.
it's the little things I miss. It's never the big things. It's always the little shit I miss.
Yeah.
Like arm wrestling. What the Capcom? Where's Poogie? Where is my arm wrestling? But seriously, where's Poogie? What did you do, Capcom?
Poogie's just gonna be added in a later update.
I was hoping. I still haven't seen Poogie. You better not be keeping that for DLC. That's not cool, Capcom. Whoever decided not to put Poogie in the game, have them reprimanded. Not fired, but reprimanded. Just in case it was like someone really high up in the development.
Unless Poogie's going to be a main part of the story, the online story later.
Just fucking... The final boss just pukes up Poogie and now it's your pet.
It's just wandering about now.
Yeah, we don't really know what to do about this. Alright. Yeah, let's do another quest. Sorry about that, guys. I had a cough. Mizusune, Anjanath, Zinogre, or Nargacuga.
Zinogre.
You like making work for me, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I can respect that. I also hate that. But I can respect it. I also hate it. I can also respect that I don't remember any of my controls, ever. It was a mistake playing two Switch games, one that has the A and B reversed. Hitting A. Okay, alright, let's make Bunny Dongo. Let's start with Weakener, go into Thunder Resistance, and finally Deflector. Order! This video's probably going to go on for a while, but...
Eh. Wouldn't be any fun if you didn't suffer.
I mean, you're not wrong. It could also be very awkward and be like, well, that's the end of this episode, mid-fight. Lord of Lightning, Thunder Puppy. Nope, that's his name now. No, it had its chance. Alright, so it's Puke Puke, Great Rogi, and Thunder Puppy. You think I joke, but no. It's Thunder Puppy from now on. Go Thunder Puppy!
So I wonder how much this is going to hurt with your weakness to thunder.
I don't have a weakness to thunder. Thunder has a weakness to me. Haha!
And flashbang. Can you cut this thing's tail off, or
Yes.
is it okay?
Yeah, this thing doesn't rely on its tail, so
Okay.
it's cut. Yeah, I've cut it a few times.
Okay.
Once or twice, honestly. When I say a few times, like maybe 3 times. I don't fight Zinogre very often.
Yeah.
It's not because I dislike Zinogre, it's just, I mean, I don't know, thunder weapons haven't really been viable that much for the last few games.
Yeah.
It's not like they're particularly bad.
Just
but,
they haven't had many uses.
Yeah, I think the best use actually... Oh, right, it's launch, not evade. But the best one that probably exists in this game is, I think, the dual blades, because they have a Kezu one that's both electric and paralysis. Which I think is great because, yeah, it's pretty deadly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would like if there was more, like, dual-elemented dual blades.
Maybe reduce their damage a little bit, but give them 2 effects.
Yeah. I liked back in World when we had, like, fire and poison one for Rathian and Rathalos. As I haven't really continued my dual blade playthrough, I don't know if Teostra and Kushala still have their like explosion and ice variants.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be really cool. Like dual elementing is really cool. It's one of the things I actually loved in Neo 1. I think there was exactly one pair of dual blades in the entire game that had double element. And I tried my damnedest to get it, and I really never did. It comes off of the final DLC boss, or the second to final boss. Because the very final boss is the Nine-Tailed Fox. Yeah.
And stunned.
I will say the most broken spirit in Neo is probably one of the DLC spirits. You get it, I think, from the... I want to say it's the first DLC, but you have to beat the first DLC and you fight... I think it was Date Masamune. Could be wrong about that. But he will give you, like, his advisor's spirit. Which basically what it does when you activate it, it throws out 3 water pools that will slow enemies, affect them with the water blight, which I believe is also like a slowing effect. And it constantly damages them. Thing is, if you activate this right next to an enemy, it will stack 3 of them on top of each other. So triple damage with a huge slow effect. Yeah, it's incredibly deadly. Like, I straight up could kill multiple bosses with it. It's obscene. Yeah. That alone is the only real reason to get the DLC for how freaking good it is. Also, to finally get that goddamn Genome Cho. There's a dude in the base game who has this, like, moth girl spirit, but when you beat him, instead of gaining it, it runs away. And you don't get it until the 3rd DLC. Because it went and... I forget who it hangs out with. I think it's hangs out with Yukimura Sanada. And, like, you team up with him, and he's like, here, have this thing. It's not even his spirit, but he gives it to you. And then I got it, and I was super disappointed because she's kind of bad. It's like, you really made me wait 3 DLCs just to get this thing, and it's not even good. Yep. Like, that's already limping, and all I've been doing is talking about nonsensical dual blades.
Yeah.
And Genome Cho. There was actually some pretty good spirits in Neo 1. There were some completely useless ones, in my opinion, like the fucking ice butterflies. I never really used them. I was one of the few people that thought that the Yuki-Onna boss fight wasn't as bad as people that think it is. It's kind of a dance. She kind of repeats the same few motions, and her tells are pretty obvious. But then again, I was using dual blades, which gave me a lot of room for error for just dodging and shit.
Yeah.
So if you were using a giant axe, no frickin' wonder. She's a really fast opponent. I think that was her gimmick, is she's kind of supposed to teach you not to just sit around all the time. On your feet, this is Dark Souls.
No bonfire to rest at for you.
Not really. But yeah, like, I fought her and I was like, okay, so her gimmick, I see what her gimmick is, and yeah, I beat her after a few tries.
Yeah.
It only took a few tries because I hadn't memorized what the hell was going on. But otherwise, I liked her boss fight. Yeah, and I used that stage to grind a lot because it was actually the ice stage is very convenient for grinding. A lot of big XP enemies in convenient places right next to, like, shrines.
And we're almost to Hunter rank 30.
Thank God.
So.
Anyway, thanks to my rant, we have pretty much finished up this video. But let's see what we're fighting next time of the 2 choices we have. Pretty sure it's only 2 choices.
2 quests.
Oh, we have 3 choices. Mizusune, Anjanath, or Nagakuga. Who are we beating up next time?
Anjanath.
Next time we'll fight the fire-breathing Sneeze Rex. God damn it! Why do I let you choose these things?
You really should have learned by now.
I don't learn. I've told you this. I have snail brain. See you guys then.